Okay,
Master
okay,
is
it
in.
works.
Okay, Master is in. It works. It works. Okay. So it's the first round of. This is gonna be the first round. Is a warm up, and Garbo, you are ready.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, again, this matchup, as I said before, it's really gonna come down to how well Affezippel uses his garbage here. And if he keeps making unclean decisions like he is, there, as you can see, he kind of, he made a weird upstack, and it took him a little while to get through it. So it's little suboptimal things like that that are gonna, get him killed versus Master. But if he plays it clean, he actually doesn't have too bad of a shot at winning. Although, easier said than done with some of his misdrops. Anyways, looking at Master's side, Master's playing it very, very cleanly there. Again, as you can see, he mixes together clean and messy garbage by putting some combos between his back-to-backs. But, when I say back-to-backs, I mean T-spins and Tetrises. But really, he doesn't use back-to-back very much. And that means that while he's not getting the highest APM, the messiness of his garbage is very, very hard to play against. So now we're starting in the first to 10. Affezippel already not having a very good upstack. He's gonna have to take a little while to dig through his own stacking. But Master in a very, very bad position here. He did some weird TST attempt. His T-spins aren't the greatest, so it didn't look like that yielded anything good for him. Although, his downstacking is at the point where it doesn't matter too much to him. And Affezippel's not putting on the pressure that he needs to do, because if you can take advantage of those situations where Master goes for something that isn't very optimal like that, those are his opportunities to strike and really take the wins here. But right now, as it stands, they're having a little bit of a back-to-back fight at the, or not a back-to-back fight, a back-and-forth fight at the, top of the board. Just sending off small combos here. And it looks like Affezippel's kind of slipping. He's losing his, grip on the match. Master, again, sending very, very nice spikes of messy garbage. Yeah, Master is playing very, very fast. If you can see the PPS counter, he's playing at 3.5 right now. Affezippel's just getting mowed down by pure speed. Although Master actually has a really bad stack there, so he takes a little while to fix it. That gives Affezippel a little bit of an advantage, but Master is just speeding up here to bring that advantage back to his side. Affezippel has some cheese to work with. Again, his downstacking is very fast. He doesn't really slow down at all and make any compromises in speed to go for those downstacks. Master has a really bad S-piece misdrop. Will Affezippel be able to capitalize on this? But it looks like Master's done fixing it, and Affezippel had built up a spike ready for that, but he's just not ready for Master's speed. Because by the time he finished building up that spike, Master had already gotten down, fixed that misdrop, and is in a position to defend and attack. And so Affezippel having to kind of build a weird stack here. He doesn't want to stack over that garbage hole, but in the end, his indecision there caused him to lose that round. Now we're seeing Master having weird T-spinning again. He's trying to go for things that are kind of, I believe, out of his reach as far as T-spin vision goes. Because if he keeps having to cancel like that, he could give up many rounds that he certainly did not have to. Affezippel having, again, that nice mix of cheese and clean garbage from Master being sent to his side. But Master having really bad O-piece misdrop, which causes him to lose the round. Even though he had a good combo there. So yeah, again, I don't mean to sound like a broken record here, but we should be putting emphasis on Master's kind of distribution of types of garbage, because he sends messy and clean garbage mixed together, which means that it's hard to access the clean garbage too, to send attacks back. And he's really using the strengths of both of those garbage types to his advantage here. And that's just not something that Affezippel's handling very well. He has a TP misdrop. Doesn't look like it matters that much, just because Master wasn't building the best spiking there. So let's see how Affezippel handles this garbage, though. Again, it's a little bit overwhelming. He has a lot of cheese on the top layer of his garbage, and that really makes it hard for him to dig through it. And while that's happening, Master took no hesitation towards just sending a ton of garbage towards him, spiking him up and off the board while he was struggling. And now Affezippel, again, having to compromise his stack a little bit due to what seems to be a J-piece misdrop, and he does not have the T-piece for that T-spin anywhere in his queue, so he's going to lose that round. Now, coming into this next round, Master building up a little bit of a 3-wide combo, and doesn't look like that yields any nice garbage for him. But now we can see he decides to go for an STSD there, has both the T-pieces, and then goes into a little bit of a combo there. But the clean garbage came out on top, so Affezippel has some fuel to defend himself here. Although he wastes the I-piece, the crucial I-piece. He was able to cycle towards his next one by just using speed, but during that time that he was cycling through pieces trying to get that next I-piece, due to the one he wasted, Master went and built up his own spike, and was able to take him out. So, now, Affezippel having... I don't know what's going on with his weird stacking. He's going for some very, very strange positioning. And that's causing him to lose early game advantage very, very fast. So, that's also not something that's doing him very good, since having to start every round off at a disadvantage, while already being a lower APM player, and not having a speed advantage either, that's really his only shot at winning, and he's kind of throwing it out. But now we see Master, again, playing it very, very cleanly. It's going to come down to Affezippel, because Master's very, very consistent as far as this APM goes. As long as he's not trying any of those TSTs that he was doing earlier, his output is actually very good. But right now, he's not sending as much cheese. But as I say that, he sends a nice layer of cheese at the bottom. Affezippel having to make a weird stack there due to his pieces, and wasn't able to access that huge kind of line of clean garbage that he had. And I think that's really the problem that Affezippel's having right now, is that he's stacking too uncleanly to make usage of clean garbage that he's receiving. Because if Master mixes up his garbage in the wrong way and sends the clean garbage first, then Affezippel's gonna be able to use that clean garbage that he received to cancel the messy. But again, those strategies, they're very, very hard. I know it's easy to talk about them, but to do them in a real game, it's very, very difficult. So, yeah, Master looking to end this game quick. He builds up a very, very large spike, but Affezippel being able to cancel them with some nice T-spinning of his own, he's actually keeping it very, very clean on T-spins, and kind of ignoring downstacking his cheese till the last minute. That seems to be beneficial for him, since he can use those little T-spins there that he had built up to cancel some of the cheese sends that Master is putting out. And it looks like he's kind of having more of a grasp on the situation. Master, stop going for those TSTs, dude! He looks like he goes for another one of those TSTs. Again, very, very, very messy and non-functional. And Master going for a super strange STSD. He's fast enough to be able to execute that, but had he been at the same speed as Affezippel, Affezippel would have been able to really punish him for it. But he's actually, Master's getting away scot-free with so many different things just because of the speed advantage that he has here. And again, he's able to push right down to the bottom of the board and get 2 T-spin doubles with that big spike. A lot of it being cancelled by a nicely timed fractal from Affezippel. Had he not done that, he would have not been able to defend himself against Master's 2 T-spin doubles. So, Master, again, going for a lot of T-spins, keeping it fairly clean. And then, coming down here, they're both near the bottom of the board, so we're seeing kind of a reset of the game. Affezippel going for a very, very ambitious triple-double attack, also known as a C-spin. And it turns out well for him because he has Master spiked up, and we're actually seeing hurry-up garbage. The match has lasted long enough, and looks like during that hurry-up garbage, Affezippel was able to take advantage of it due to Master not being able to get down and to really come to a safe position. And being in those safe positions by the time that hurry-up garbage strikes is very, very important. For any of you who've played in the default room on Jstris, you probably all know that very, very well. And, so, I'm wondering now, because I actually didn't know that this rule set had hurry up in it beforehand, but that's also another win condition for Affezippel, I believe. Since he's gonna have to drag out these games if he wants to get there. It's a lot easier said than done, due to the endless sea of cheese that Master seems to be putting out. And it looks like, speaking of cheese, he has a very, very nice layer of cheese right before that clean spike. But Affezippel doing a good job of getting through that, while Master misdrops a ton. Very unfortunate misdrops for Master, because he gave up his opportunity to get the win there. But can Affezippel make an advantage out of that missed opportunity from Master is the question here. So Master actually, he waits. Okay, that was a very, very well-timed wait. If you guys saw there, Master actually waited to tank the garbage so none of his sends would be cancelled. But it seems to backfire on him because it sent a lot of clean garbage, and Affezippel was in a good spot to send that all right back. So actually, with that wait, even though on paper it seemed well-timed, due to the cleanness of that garbage, Affezippel was able to actually make somewhat of an advantage out of it, although that advantage is kind of gone at this point due to Master's ability to just combo right out of that. So now, Affezippel is dealing with a lot of cheese, many, many lines of cheese, and it looks like it's going to be match point for Master now. So Affezippel, going for a lot of clean sends here, goes for 3 T-spin doubles, and that's going to be actually, that was a very, very bad move for Affezippel, because it sends a lot of advantageous garbage towards Master. Against people who play, who are good at accessing their garbage, you really have to be worrying about what kind of garbage, and have to be conscious of what garbage you're sending. And that's what made the round. So, the score is 10 for Master to 2 for Affezippel. That eyepiece misdrop was very unfortunate.